builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude. We don't like your attitude.
Work for yourself.
My name is Stacy Sperling, and I am the newly elected president of the first ever Liberty Green Resident Council and a member of the Louisville Tenants Union. We started organizing together last year as part of Louisville's Tenants Union. In January, we launched a new campaign to elect a resident council. Liberty Green was built in 2006, but for over 17 years, Liberty Green have never had a resident council. Every time a resident tried to start one, we were blocked by LMHA. That ain't right. But because we are organized, in June, the first ever Liberty Green Resident Council was elected. The Resident Council represents you as residents of Liberty Green. We are going to start scheduling regular meetings so we all can get to know our neighbors. We believe Liberty Green can be a great place to live if we all work together to make it so. The Resident Council is supposed to have access to the community room. Even though we were elected in June, we're still fighting LMHA to get the keys and access to this room. That ain't right. This week, we are filing a formal complaint with HUD, that means HUD, to get access to this room. For 17 years, we have never had access. But guess what? That's getting ready to change. There is nothing that they can say here tonight that speaks louder than us than that decision. That decision lets us know exactly what they think of us. So, in August, we issued the following demands to TCB. First of all, we demand the community builders to pay prevailing wages rates to maintenance staff and hire a minimum of 5 maintenance people. Secondly, we demand comprehensive mold testing for every building and apartment in Liberty Green. We are fed up with seeing our rent money go to fattened pockets of wealthy people in Boston and in New York while we living with leaks that don't fix the problem or the mold or doesn't get addressed. And thirdly, we demand a resident hiring committee for new staff. And we want an entire new staff. Now, hold over from the previous property managers. And lastly, we still demand the community builders to set up a website for work orders and rent payments. We know these demands won't get fixed every issue in Liberty Green, but we start right here, right now, and working our way forward. We also want to see a playground built in Liberty Green. Better lighting, better grounds, and we have a long, long list of things that we want. We are not going to stop until we get them. Now, join us in making Liberty Green Apartments the place we all and deserve and a place we all can call our home. Respectfully, Stacy Sperling, the president of Liberty Green Residents Council and the Liberty Green Council Board.
Union strong, union proud, everybody say it loud.
Union strong, union proud. Everybody say it loud.
Union strong, union proud, everybody say it loud.
Union strong, union proud. Everybody say it loud.
Union strong, union proud, everybody say it loud.
you all, even though I want to say one more thing also I want to add in there. This company that owns Liberty Green is called Community Builders. That's TCB. And they are from Boston. And they get almost $1 million in federal tax credit every year along with other government handouts. That ain't right. They are the largest non-profited housing developers in the country. And they have more than $80 million in revenue a year. They're the highest paid. Their highest paid employees makes about $500,000 a year. That ain't right. We believe that TCB ignores our maintenance issues so they can make more profit. We are not participants in this town because of TCB or Ludwig are acting in good faith. We wanted this town hall. They only have town halls to let us know, let us not to call 311 or to talk to the tenants union. But we are encouraging you, each and every one of you all, call 311 if you have a maintenance issue. It's the only way they will respond to it. And the last time they were here, it was in May. They promised to complete all work orders. That was in 90 days. That didn't happen. And they also promised to set up a website for work orders in the rent payments. That didn't happen, and that ain't right. And here's the things that upsets us the most. And finally, TCB made the decision to hire only 2 maintenance staff for over 400 units. And that ain't right. Thank you.
Community builders, rich and rude, we don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude, we don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude, we don't like your attitude.
Community builders, rich and rude, we don't like your attitude.
All right, y'all. So we've got 4 residents here that are open for interviews. We can have them come up here now, or we can have folks separate and do interviews off to the side. But we are ready to start talking about what's happening here. We ain't gonna let them cover it up. So let's go ahead. Yes. All right. So let's have Miss Laverne Smith.
Yes.
If you'd like to come up, start off with questions. Miss Laverne Smith is a resident here of Liberty Green, and she is on the Residents Council.
I am the vice president of the Residents Council.
Is it on? Go ahead and start your questions, please. Do you want to go ahead and just start talking about your experience here?
Do you want to say your name and spell it? I'll say your name's Laverne Smith, LAVERNESMITH. And are you a tenant? Yes, I'm a tenant. I've been a tenant here for over 5 years. And you said you're the vice president? I'm the vice president of the Residents. Okay. What is the main thing that you see get worse over time? The main thing I've seen getting worse over time is the maintenance issues and safety issues. It's very unsafe to live here. I'm 66 years old. I don't come out after dark anymore. I don't come out after dark anymore because of the lighting is very poor, and there's a homeless camp right next to us, and we've had people sleeping in our buildings. And mainly, like I said, it's the safety issues and the maintenance issues of things getting broken, not being fixed in a timely fashion.
How long did they usually take for you to get a response from anyone?
My experience that it took a while. You'll put in a work order and it'll take some days before it's addressed, even if it is addressed. And then if they do address it, they have unskilled workers coming in doing jobs and it's not done properly. They need to hire union workers that know what they're doing and pay them a prevailing wage so they'll get people to come in and do their job with pride. Right now, I haven't seen that. You know, you hire unskilled people, you pay them $10 an hour, they're gonna do a messed up job. They're not gonna do a good job. You pay them money, they're gonna work hard for it. They're gonna take pride in their work.
As far as safety goes, security, having security there, I heard speed bumps was one of them. If you want to describe this also the homeless population that's kind of giving you a sense of security, security woes, just trying to keep people out of the building that shouldn't be in the building to begin with.
It's been very difficult. You know, there's really not much we can do. Like I said, I'm 66 years old. What am I going to say to a homeless person that's, you know, either with mental issues or that's high on drugs? So all we can do is become prisoners in our home, and that's what I have to come. I go to work, I come home. I'm scared to come home. I don't check my mail. The post office has called me to tell me that my mailbox was full. You know, because I don't check it that often. You know, because if I get home from work, you know, that's normally when the mail comes in the evening, so you check it in the evening. You know, and since it's been like that, it's just been too much. Like I said, they shoot drugs in the broad daylight. They use our dumpster area as their toilet. I have people on my phone right now, pieces, piles of them, you know, and it's just unsafe. And why should we live like this? We're not animals. We're human beings. We pay our rent on time. We pay our taxes. You know, we do what we're supposed to do, and what do we get? Absolutely nothing.
It ain't right. Do you have any hope after like the meeting tonight? Do you have any hope for the future of your guys' community and tenants?
Well, talk is cheap. Talk is cheap. When I start having some action, then I might start having some hope. Thank you.
Ivana, would you like to come up next and say anything? Any other residents want to come and speak from Ivana?
Hello. My name is Giovanna Jones. I'm also on the board of the Residents Council here in Liberty Green that we just got started. I, along with the other tenants, have had many issues that have not been addressed. We do reach out to the maintenance staff. It is to the point where we have to call 311 because they won't come out and do anything about our issues. And now it's to the point where we have all come together as a community, and we're trying to either fix the issues ourselves or put more pressure on them to make them do the things that they need to do. And like we mentioned earlier, the amount of revenue that they get every year is enough for us to fix the maintenance issues here and pay the people that they need to pay as well. I feel like there are a lot of greedy people that are here that basically own the apartments or manage the apartments. And like they were saying that they brought in new staff and things. The staff is not entirely new, or they've rehired people that they've hired in the past. So hopefully, like Ms. Laverne said, talk is cheap. We hope that they do fix these issues. You can say one thing, but unless it's on paper, and even if it is on paper, it's not promised because, like they said, we had a meeting in May. In May, we discussed certain issues and brought issues to their attention, just like we did in this meeting that we just had, and they still have not fixed those issues. They said they brought in new staff, new maintenance staff. They've kept some of the old staff as well. So it's not completely new, but we hear what they're saying. They've heard what we had to say as well, but I hope that they respect us as residents enough and have hearts to where they truly want to fix the issues that we have. And that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Can you say spell your first last name?
My first name is spelled Y-O-V as in Victor, A, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, A. My last name is Jones.
All right. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight to this press conference. We will be sending you a press packet with the statement from earlier. The community builders get subsidies, that they are saving so much money by not actually putting money towards maintenance and managing their business and doing their responsibility. It ain't right, and we appreciate y'all coming here and being a part of this tenant fight. Thank you for your time. We'll be following up.
My name is Anita Maddox. My name is Anita Maddox. Now, I have epilepsy, and I've been going through mold. They called Black Diamonds. He came down. He told me I had ants on my carpet ants. And then he looked up in my ceiling. He said termites, but he didn't spray. So I came around her and told her. And so she wrote it all down, Robin did. And like on my carpet, you walk on it, you walking on wood. And I'm tired of that. Got kids up here, you go in every other neighborhood, they giving kids sports, but our kids don't have nothing to play on. But they building hotels all up and down Jefferson. We got one down there.
That ain't right.
That's not right. We got homeless. Yeah, we got kids up here bed. They beating on my door, ringing my doorbell, beating on my windows. They don't got nothing to do. So what are we supposed to do? I'm tired of the homeless, but what can we do? You know, homeless everywhere. Like we got a man that live over here. His mother, she gets a check for him. She took it off and left him. Yes. That's wrong. Something ought to be done to her.
Right now, we are here to focus on the community builders and what their responsibility is. Yes, these concerns need to be addressed, and they ain't addressing it, and that ain't right.
That ain't right.
Thank you for bringing that up, Miss Anita. Thank y'all so much for your time.
Thank all y'all. Thank you all.
All right, y'all, give me 2 seconds.
No, it's okay.
All right, so we are here at 500 East Jefferson, which is the Liberty Green Community Center. If I'm not mistaken, that's what the posters inside were saying. So Louisville Tenants Union has been coming after Liberty Green as well as a number of other housing complexes in the last couple of years. So Liberty Green is one of the oldest targets, actually, is still trying to make some headway. So basically, they made some demands several months ago, and there was lackluster response from management and the contracted team to help with maintenance. So now some additional demands have been implemented by Tenants Union and Liberty Green Union as well. So more details on those demands, obviously, they just said on the press conference just now, but more details on those demands will be coming. And then an additional press release. There was one calling for this action. I have that posted up already on Instagram and Facebook, so you can go check that out. We also have a town hall just happened here at Liberty Green. Unfortunately, the audio was not great because they weren't necessarily anticipating press and even tried to keep press from going into the meeting at the very beginning. So yeah, I'm going to get that press release via email. I'm going to try to get it out there, probably an article on rightheart.com. So please react, comment, share. We are here to support tenants, their rights, and to encourage power for them so that they are able to have safe and healthy living conditions. But Jed Wright, Right Heart Media. I'm going to go ahead and drop the live. Everybody, thanks for tuning in. Stay tuned, stay strong, stay safe.